seal. Revelation chapter 8 verses 1 to 13. When the Lamb broke open the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven
there was silence in heaven.
for about half an hour.
For about half an hour, sandali. Sino nagsasalita dyan?
Si
John.
John.
Paano niya nalaman na half an hour? May relo ba doon? Ako nag-isip ako talaga dyan eh. Tumahimik ang buong kalangitan.
Oo.
Sige, tuloy.
Then I saw the 7 angels who stand before God, and they were given 7 trumpets. Another angel, who had a gold incense container, came and stood at the altar. He was given a lot of incense to add to the prayers of all God's people and to offer it on the gold altar that stands before the throne. The smoke of the burning incense went up with the prayers of God's people from the hands of the angel standing before God. Then the angel took the incense container, filled it with fire from the altar, and threw it on the earth. There were rumblings and peals of thunder, flashes of lightning, and an earthquake. The trumpets. Then the 7 angels with the 7 trumpets prepared to blow them. The first angel blew his trumpet. Hail and fire mixed with blood.
Ang hail dyan, yelong malalaking naging bato. Tapos may apoy, may dugo.
Came pouring down on the earth.
Yung hail na yon, mahigit pa yun sa 10 kilo, 20 kilos ang timbang, lalaki.
Bigat.
Kaya talaga.
May matamaan dyan.
Siyempre, 1/4 nga ubusin. Hindi pa yan. Di ba?
A third of the earth was burned up.
1/3 na yan. May number na naman yan. Kanina, 1/4 doon sa 4 na kabayo, ha? Ito, 1/3 to.
A third of the trees and every blade of green grass.
Wala na. Drought na yon. Peste na lahat din. Wala na mga tanim. 1/3. 24,000 miles ang circumference ng Earth. Yung 1/3 mo, 1/8 yun, Jane. Yan ang mangyayari. Numbers yan eh.
Then the second angel blew his trumpet. Something that looked like a huge mountain on fire was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea was turned into blood. A third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed.
Ship, barko. Yan na. Bulkan ang laki noon. Pero apoy yun, Jane. Inihagis sa dagat. 1/3 na naman. Ang Earth, 75% tubig. Divide mo sa 1/3, 75. Lalabas yun. More or less, 30 plus. 3374. O malapit sa 30. Ganon. Patay ang mga isda, Jane. Tapos yung mga barko, anumang panggera komersyal yan, lunod yan lahat. Ito na nga, naghaharapan na sila eh. Mga barko na yan eh.
Then the third angel blew his trumpet. A large star, burning like a torch, dropped from the sky and fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water.
Tinamaan, tubig, no? 1/3 na naman yun. Star ang sinabi. Pero sa ganitong gera, Jane, pwede na yan yung mga missile na malalaki. Ano na, siraan na talaga ang food supply. Next.
The name of the star is bitterness.
No, yun na. Yun mo, pangalan ha. Ibig sabihin bitterness,
Mapait.
mapait. May pangalan. Hindi yung patsamba na kung anong star.
A third of the water turned bitter,
Pumait na.
and many people died from drinking the water because it had turned bitter.
Wala nang mainom eh.
Wala na.
Mapait na lahat eh.
Pag hindi sanay sa pait,
Kahit sanay ka, hindi yun mainom. Anong gagawin mo pag ganyan? Anong salita ng Diyos para mawala ang pait? Babalik tayo kay Elisha. Gano'n niya lang yun, isang sanga ng...
Buti na lang talaga si Kin. Malakas sa taas, kaya maraming ano.
Nakukunik ko yun.
Then the fourth angel blew his trumpet. A third of the sun was struck, and a third of the moon, and a third of the stars, so that their light lost a third of its brightness. There was no light during a third of the day, and a third of the night also.
Ayan na. Space war na yan, Jane. Bilog ang lahat na yan. Sun. 1/3 ng sun. 1/4 yun, Jane. Quarter yun. 90 degrees. Anong nagpabawas ng power nila? Yan ang gera dito. Space war na yan, Jane. Yun din, sa moon. Dapat maliwanag sa gabi. Na-disturbo rin dahil ang moon, titirahan na yun ng tao. Maggera-gera pa rin doon. Ayan na, linaw.
Then I looked, and I heard an eagle that was flying high in the air say in a loud voice, "Oh, horror! Horror! How horrible it will be for all who live on earth when the sound comes from the trumpets that the other three angels must blow."
Yan na yung papunta na sa teaching ni Mrs. White. Sige na.
Chapter 9, verse 1 to 21. Then the fifth angel blew his trumpet. I saw a star which had fallen down to the earth, and it was given the key to the abyss.
Yan na.
The star opened the abyss, and smoke poured out of it.
Ang star na yun, angel yan, Jane. Hindi yung nasa space. Hindi, angel yan.
Like the smoke from a large furnace.
Furnace. Yung parang bagahan, lutuan. Mainit na mainit. Vulkan yun. Ang abyss, doon na ulit yan. Daanan din. Binanggit na yan.
The sunlight in the air were darkened by the smoke from the abyss.
Sobrang usok galing sa ilalim. Abyss.
Abyss.
Kaya hindi makatagos ang liwanag. Yan na ang bunga ng pagputok ng mga nuclear weapons.
Ano to? Locust?
Locust.
Came down out of the smoke upon the earth, and they were given the same kind of power that scorpions have.
Na. Yung locust doon. Dati nakakain. Ngayon hindi na.
They were told not to harm the grass or the trees or any other plant. They could harm only the people who did not have the mark of God's seal on their foreheads.
Yan na.
The locusts were not allowed to kill these people, but only to torture them for 5 months.
Yan, hirap. Hindi talaga bibigay kagad ng kamatayan. Rebels yan eh.
The pain caused by the torture is like the pain caused by a scorpion sting. During those 5 months, they will seek death, but will not find it.
Hindi bibigay.
They will want to die, but death will flee from them.
Hindi ibibigay.
The locusts looked like horses ready for battle.
Lalaki.
On their heads, they had what seemed to be crowns of gold. And their faces were like men's faces. Their hair was like women's hair. Their teeth were like lions' teeth. Their chests were covered with what looked like iron breastplates.
Robotic.
And the sound made by their wings was like the noise of many horse-drawn chariots rushing into battle. They have tails and stings like those of a scorpion, and it is with their tails that they have the power to hurt people for 5 months.
May count pa, no?
They have a king ruling over them, who is the angel in charge of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon. In Greek, the name is
Apollyon.
Apollyon, meaning the destroyer.
Isa pa yan.
The first...
Mas takot pa nga dyan si Satanas eh.
Angel yun eh. The first horror is over. After this, there are still 2 more horrors to come. Then the 6th angel blew his trumpet. I heard a voice coming from the 4 corners of the gold altar, standing before God. The voice said to the 6th angel, "Release the 4 angels who are bound at the great Euphrates River." The 4 angels were released for this very hour, of this very day, of this very month and very year. Yes. Euphrates River. Euphrates River.
Nakita mo na yung vlog?
Euphrates River?
Ngayong panahon?
Yun yung kanina.
Hindi
Riverman.
pa kanina. Basta lagi piniplay yun. Natakot na ang mga nakakaintindi nito. Natuyo na, Jane.
Natuyo na.
Oo.
Kahit nga dyan sa tuyo na nga.
Pagkatuyo, may nakita dong kalansay.
Patay.
Size ng
Malaki.
gigante. Sige. Mga tao.
They had been kept ready to kill a third of all mankind.
Another third. Dalawang 1/3, 2/3 na. 2/3 na lang matitira.
I was told the number of the mounted troops. It was 200 million.
Ngayon, 200 million ang nandyan, no? Ang China, nauna na. May 200 million na siyang sundalo.
And in my vision, I saw the horses and their riders. They had breastplates, red as fire, blue as sapphire, and yellow as sulfur. The horses' heads were like lions' heads, and from their mouths came out fire, smoke, and sulfur. A third of mankind was killed by those 3 plagues: the fire, the smoke, and the sulfur coming out of the horses' mouths. For the power of the horses is in their mouths and also in their tails. Their tails are like snakes with heads, and they use them to hurt people. The rest of mankind, all those who had not been killed by these plagues, did not turn away from what they themselves had made. They did not stop worshipping the demons.
Yan ay mga sobrang
worshipping demons,
yan.
nor the idols of gold, silver, bronze, stone, and wood, which cannot see, hear, or walk. Nor did they repent for their murders, their magic, their sexual immorality, or their stealing.
Lahat na nangyayari na ngayon yan. Yung mga ginawa ng tao, yun din naman nanakit sa kanila.
Close ko na, wait.